Ji sir, good morning.
Yeah, am I
Yeah, good
loud?
morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Garunji. Good morning, Srijit. Now it's okay, right? I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
has
fine.
happened. I restarted my system and everything is fine now. Good.
Yeah.
So, welcome everyone. Today we are going to do something again unique. If people who have not known me before, I can see some new faces here, Mr. Vasudevan, Mr. Varun, Mr. Kartika, Mr. RS. I think Ajit ji is there. So, I'm a high value business mentor, and today I'm going to talk about how you can use the power of AI to create an entire webinar funnel system in just 10 minutes, under 10 minutes. And that too without any coding, without paying to ChatGPT and the clouds, because they are asking you to pay for some credits, right? If you have been to that level, you might be knowing it, right? So that is what we are going to do. And I want every one of you to kindly see it live and ask any questions in between. I'm going to explain everything. Yes, but the system has to be built. System is not going to be built immediately. It takes long hours to build. Me and my team has done it for myself so that I can do a demo for you, right? But you should be knowing the power. Everybody is using chat gpt just by giving some prompts and taking some outputs. That's it. Most of the people are doing that. The power of AI is huge. You need to understand how to make use of it. That is what the entire concept of showing this. Last week I did a similar training where I created a webinar, no, sorry, I created a lead magnet funnel under 10 minutes. So today I'm going to talk about webinar funnel system under just 10 minutes. But before that, I want to know from you guys, have anybody of you have been doing webinars? Anybody who is doing a webinar? No? Okay. Anybody has seen webinars?
Yes.
Yes. So, anybody who is presenting a webinar, they create a presentation, right? There is a
Yes.
presentation of 50 slides, 60 slides, 100 slides, and so on and so forth. Yes, Ajit ji. Good. Then you have to create a funnel system, right? The landing page, the thank you page, the email sequences, everything. And to do that, people do take help of ads to promote those things, right? So, except for the ad part, we are going to create your landing page, your thank you page, your presentation, your email sequences, everything just by giving one simple input to the prompt, and that too without typing. As I promised, I'm going to use a voice assistant tool where I'm not going to type anything, I'll just speak. It will listen to it, it will do it for us, right? And again, the second part which I told you was I'm not using any paid credits to ChatGPT or Claude for doing this. I have found a tool. Again, these AI tools are known to everybody, but very few are able to use those things, right? So that's the entire concept. Fair? Okay. So just let me open my tool, and I'm literally, had anybody would have done webinars like Ajit ji has done a few, you might be knowing what is the pain and how much time does it take, right? So that's the point. So if you have not done, but still you can understand how fast it is when you are gonna do this. So I'm gonna use two tools. I'm just naming it. One, as I told, the voice assistant tool, it's WhisperFlow. You can go create your account. You can start using that as well, right? You might be knowing it by default, or maybe there are multiple tools like this. I'm not promoting any tools. This is what I have been using. So I'm just naming it, right? So you can use any of your tools, whatever you want. So that is one. Second, you will say what tool I'm going to use to create all this, right? So I'm going to use anti-gravity. If you have heard the name of anti-gravity, anybody? Anti-gravity, anybody has heard about it? Yes. Okay. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
anti-gravity is a tool. Again, it's a Google tool, Google Gemini, and other models. The research AI models are there. You can choose any one of those to start working on. So the major brain is anti-gravity, through which we are going to do that. Correct? So these are the two tools we are going to use, and I'm going to show you all those things right here. Okay. So let me just open my voice assistant tool as well. I think because of that only, I'm not sure, it was hanging or something happened. Let me just click it and open it. So you understand the process is to give some instructions, pre-built instructions to the brain, so that every time it creates something new for you, right? Now, let's say I have been training this particular tool for myself. But it's not about what I'm going to show for myself. I'm going to take any one of you. You tell me who you are. You give me what presentation or what webinar you're going to do. I'll be creating that for you. That is what is the magic, right? Because my information it is high, but since you are new to me, you might think how it is going to do for anybody who is new, right? So that is what is the beauty of this entire setup which we have done. Me, my colleague Ankit and other team members are also there who have researched well. We have tried and tested multiple times so that whenever we go do a demo, it gives the best of the outputs. Yes, I'm telling you, nothing is going to be perfect, but it will definitely help you to understand how good it could be, right? That's the point. Okay, so let me just show you the interface first. Okay. And the voice assistant tool is still under opening, I think. Just a second. It is taking time to load, actually. Okay, so here we are. I'm going to show you. This is the interface, like every interface of AI tool you must be seeing. This is the interface of anti-gravity. Can you see it is written? The top left corner, it is showing anti-gravity, right? So this is the tool. And I'm requesting all of you to kindly keep switching on your cameras, because if everybody switches the camera, I go off. Actually, I do not feel good while talking on a blank screen. I'm so sorry for this. Welcome, Ajit ji. So see, my only request is if you have been here, if you have taken some time to be here, please be here, full-fledged. I'm not asking to stay here for long. But if you are here, be here for 1 hour and plus minus 5-10 minutes. That's it. Be here full-fledged with full attention so that you see what I'm doing and you will be able to understand how you can do it as well. Right? So that's the request. And thank you so much for switching on all of your cameras. Few people are still hiding in the dark. I don't know why. But anyway, so I showed you the interface of the anti-gravity, which is this. So here I'm going to give you instructions. Like if you have used ChatGPT or any of the tools, you know, they need some kind of inputs. So this is the input column. I'm going to create a new conversation. I'm going to create a new conversation here, right? And I want any one of you to tell me who is going to be volunteering so that I can create this entire webinar funnel for them. Correct? That is what I want. But before that, let me check. Still, my WhisperFlow has not opened. I don't know what is happening wrong with it. Okay, so who is going to be volunteering this? Who's going to volunteer? For whom I'm going to create this webinar PPT, entire webinar funnel system.
I can volunteer. I'm Srijit here.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. So I'm going to create for you. For that, I need one by one, I'll be asking for your inputs, right? We'll be giving those inputs to the system, because without your inputs, how it is going to do, right? But again, simple inputs. And once we give the inputs, everything would be processed. I'll show you what it is processing, how it is processing, and what is the outcome it is giving. All this entire process, I'm going to show you live, right? So just a second. Let me just see if my WhisperFlow has started or not. I'm still not finding this icon here. Okay, so see, I have done this before. I'm so sorry, this tool is not loading here, but we can type the inputs. Had this been tool working, I can just speak, right? So while speaking also, it can take the inputs. The purpose is to take the inputs, that's it. So now, since it is not working for any reasons, no issues, I'll start typing, hey, I want to create a webinar funnel system for no, I'm just telling, I want to create a new webinar funnel system because I have trained it to ask for whom and so on and so on. Are you ready with your system and the questions for going ahead? Right? That is the thing which I am putting in. I could have spoken it if my WhisperFlow had been started. But now this is what I have given the prompt, right? Now it is gonna read all of my input data which I have trained. because this is the entire funnel system which I'm going to create. So can you see there are a lot of things, and it is saying, yes, I'm ready. According to our calibration policy, every webinar, workshop, or challenge funnel must be independent, unique, and tailored to the specific coach. So before we begin your new webinar funnel system, please provide the following details, right? Now, we have 8 questions. I'm going to answer one by one. For whom? So I'll name the person. So the name of person is Srijit Vasudevan, right?
Yeah.
I'll just put the serial number and I'll keep answering the question. Now, who is the target audience for you, Mr. Srijit?
EPC organizations
Organizations. Okay.
and industrial firms.
And forms. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
What is the topic which you are going to be? See, we are going to create a webinar, right? So every webinar has a topic. So what is the topic on which you want to create a webinar?
Tender governance strategy.
Standard governance
Strategy.
strategy. Right? 4th is the outcome. What is the outcome of your webinar? What is the transformation you're going to promise in this webinar?
Yeah, improve tender wins and margins.
Good. 5th is, what is the duration? Like you're going to do a 90-minute webinar, or it is
120 days.
120? No, it's a webinar. Webinar could not be a 120 days.
Okay. Okay. It's a 1 hour.
1 hour, 60 minutes, right?
Yeah.
60 minutes webinar. Okay. And what are the 3 secrets which you want to go? Which you are going to teach in this webinar? Because based on this, it will create the presentation as well. Remember, we are going to give this inputs, because once these are the only inputs which it is asking for. So what are the 3 secrets you are going to teach in this webinar?
Yeah, tender selection.
Tender selection.
Tender screening.
Tender
selection or screening. Both are same only, almost same only, but little. You can put / screening.
Okay. Second.
Tender contract risk.
Contract risk. Okay.
Analysis. Contract risk analysis.
Okay. What else?
And third is pricing methodology.
Pricing methodology. Right. Good. Now we have 2 inputs. What is the webinar bonus if you are gonna offer during the event? Any
tender
bonus?
playbook, something.
Tender playbook. Nice.
Tender winning playbook, something like that.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Tender winning playbook. And a photograph. Can I have your photograph? If you have handy, or maybe I'll take it from here. Just a second. Okay. I'll just open my snippet tool, and I'll try to capture your photo right from here. I'll just okay. I have just captured your photo from here only. Srijit Vasudevan image. Correct. Okay, so I have saved it, and I'm gonna attach, just putting it, image, photograph of the coach attached. Photo of the coach is attached. So I'm gonna just have to click their photograph. I'm gonna attach this from my system because I have just saved it into my local system. I'll attach this. Let it open. Yes. So you can see this is the photo I've just taken, Srijit ji, right? Whatever good or bad, that we can definitely change. But for now, we have attached the photograph. And these are inputs. That's it. Now I'm just clicking it here. And let's see what all it is processing. Now it will get into multiple, coding behind the scene, multiple steps which it needs to do to create this entire system which we're going to talk about. Right? Now, there are multiple tools which has been integrated behind the scene during the part of the training which we have done. Right? There are multiple tools. So you don't need to get into those tools. You don't need to do any kind of a coding. You just need to see what all. So it will analyze multiple thousand folders. It will create multiple documents and files inside its own database so that it creates something for you. Right now, you can see it is analyzing multiple folders, config, C users, landing page, config.readme.md, and so on and so forth. Right? So if you get into the coding part, it will take, another 15 days to do and understand all this coding part. We don't want to get into coding. Right? That's not our forte. Even I'm not a coder. Right? So we don't get into any kind of a coding. We are just trying to, create something and train this particular tool to understand who you are, how we can do it, and the output needs into what format. That is all we have done it. Right? Now, if you want to see what all it is doing behind the scene, I'm going to show that to you. So this is what it is doing. So let it do behind the scene. And I'm going to show you behind the scene what it is actually working with some workflows, some diagrams. So let it load again, and I'll show you what it is doing. Yeah, this is what yesterday me and my team were understanding and analyzing what it is all doing. So we said that we want a graphical architecture to understand what all you are doing behind the scene, right? So this is the webinar funnel flowchart. I'm going to show that to you. Can you see? It is saying the 3-layer architecture WAT framework, right? Create a webinar funnel complete system flowchart. So these are the flowcharts it is showing. Can you see? This is very small in size, but I'm going to zoom it and show it to you what all it is doing. So there are multiple pages. Can you see the landing page, smile, slide deck, API configuring, public URL, email sequences, lots of things. Lots of things are happening behind the scene, right? So you don't have to go into the details of this. I'm just trying to show you there are some complex things happening behind the scene, which we do not need to get into. That is the part. But once you understand how you can do this, you can use it for your benefit without getting into any coding, right? So now I'm going to do this. I'll just show you this. I'll just copy this path and show you the actual presentation, actually flowcharts, which it has been doing behind the scene. Just a second. So I've copied this path and I'll show you in one of my browsers what it is. Am I audible, or I still my
No, audible. Yes.
okay.
You're audible.
Fair. Good. So I'm going to show that to you, and let this go. Let this happen, which is I've given a command for Mr. Srijit. So it is working behind the scene. It might ask you for multiple permissions during the process. So it has already created. See, can you see? Worked for 2 minutes, and it is saying I've created the implementation plan for Srijit Vasudevan tendered governance strategy webinar funnel. Please review the plan. Check the open questions and click proceed once you're ready to begin. Now it has given a plan and it wants me to check. But before that, once I wanted to show you that, let me just paste it here. The webinar funnel architecture, which I was talking about, that what it is doing behind the scene. So let it open. So this will show you. So this is the entire architecture which it has created, and it is happening behind the scene. It is happening behind the scene. Can you see? This is a flowchart. Now, the first is the 3-layer architecture, right? It has created a 3-layer architecture. approval gate, draft mode, and so many things are there. Can you see? Then if you go to the next one, which is service map, external services and integration map, how it is working. It is, creating some .env files, you're taking credentials, it is giving to metaads, anti-gravity agent, it is sending the API key to the required things, then the delivery, Google Sheets, everything. Now, if you go to the third one, it is step-by-step execution sequence. So what it is doing is, I have trained it, I'm telling it to create a webinar funnel, then it is taking my commands, getting to anti-gravity, then it is creating multiple agents and triggering all those events, creating workflows, understanding who is the client profile, and so on and so forth. So you see how complex it is behind the scene, but not upfront. Now, again, the fourth one is approval gates. It will ask about multiple approvals to keep and ensure that your data is not, damaged or, lost anywhere. And then last is your produce deliverables. It will produce a landing page. It will produce a document. It will create a presentation slide, and so many things are there. So these are the things which is happening behind the scene, which you do not need to bother, but you need to understand what is happening. Now it is asking me to see the implementation plan. So if I click it here, on the right hand side, it will show me the implementation plan. Can you see on the right hand side, the implementation plan has opened. Implementation plan, Srijit Vasudevan webinar funnel system, right? Which talks about visual and branding calibration, EPC industrial theme, directory and file structures. So it has created lots of files inside. Custom Python generating scripts, verification plan, a manual verification, and some questions, right? So I'm going to say, okay, verified and approved. Verified and approved. Please proceed, right? So I've just given one command, what? Verified and approved, please proceed. Can you see? I'm not doing any coding. I'm not asking to do anything. I'm not writing any code. I'm just talking like what you have been doing, right? Now it is again thinking and processing all those things like, normal ChatGPT does or normal AI tool does. But it is doing a heavy task compared to what normally we do. It is creating everything internally, linking everything possible, all those gateways, all those, codings which are required for it to collaborate and talk to another tool. It is doing everything, right? That is what it is doing. So let's see. It will take a little bit of time. Okay, can you see how many files it has already been, doing? And it is opening some task, editing on its own, running some more copies on its own, everything. And everything it is showing here in full. Command execution finished, show up sequences. I told you the email show up sequences, post webinar conversion sequences, all those things which you do manually normally is being done here on its own. That is what is the beauty of this. Now it is saying landing page.copy. It has created the landing page copy. Now it has analyzed the presentation slides and the script. Everything it is doing on its own because it has been trained that way to create a entire funnel system, right? You can just see what it is doing. You cannot intervene because it has its own process. And if you get into the process, you need to become a coder for that. So we are not a coder. Any small error will, hamper the entire system. So we are not going to interfere anything which is doing unless and until it is asking for some permissions. That's it. Like it told us that there is an implementation plan created. Now you approve so that we can proceed ahead. So I approved and I said, let's go ahead. So now it has created multiple things which is in front of you. So it has already created an editing is done. Srijit dot something presentation.py, document.py. So these are Python files, MDL call, markdown files. There are multiple files which it is already creating. So we don't have to get into that. I'm just trying to show you that based on the inputs and the training which this tool has already been done, it will do every task, right? Let it do. If you have any question in between, please let me know. Anybody has a question? Because see, it will take, I told you 10 minutes. So it will do in 10 minutes, but in the 10 minutes, if you have any question, please do let me know, because, I'm meeting Mr. Srijit Vasudevan for the very first time, right? I don't know him. He don't know me, might be, but I'm going to create something for him as a very new person. So this tool is sufficient enough and has been trained enough to create any, webinar funnel under 10 minutes for anybody, provided we give the right outputs. Like, Mr. Srijit has given very fantastic outputs, very different. But now it is a test for the tool as well, and for me, how good I have trained this tool in order to perform, right? Because normally coaches are, motivational coaches, public speaking coaches, branding coaches, healers, and so on and so forth, career coaches, and so on. But here, what I saw was Mr. Srijit is doing something very different, but this tool is capable of handling that as well. That is what even I want to check. So let's see how good or bad it is giving you the results. Once the output would be there, then we'll definitely make out a comment. And the best part is, if we do not like anything, we can always go back and check and say, remove or, improve on this based on something. So it's continuous. It's not like, one time I given and I'm stucking to that only. If I do not like anything, I can immediately go. If there is some errors, we can go and ask it to rectify on its own. It will do everything on its own. That's the beauty, right? Now it has already created some slides, HTML files, right? Specifically for Mr. Srijit, it is saying. So it has already done so many things. Index, thank you, slides, HTML, and the process is going on, right? So any question till now? Because see, the backend things which it is doing is none of our thing. We don't want to get into, neither I am an expert into that. But we have trained this tool to do all this. That is what I'm saying. So if you have any questions related to this, please let me know.
Yes, I have a question in the meantime.
Yes, Srijit, tell me.
So the questions what you asked initially,
Yeah.
are these questions framed by you, or is it the website or the what's the
Anti-gravity? No. This has been framed by
anti-gravity?
me. This has been framed by me. I have trained it to ask these questions. Unless and until we give this inputs, it will by default take my inputs, because this has been trained for me. So I have trained it to ask for a new person their details so that it can customize the presentation in the entire funnel for that particular person.
Okay. Okay, I felt that let us see the output,
Yes.
what it is giving. But I suggest that based on the output, we may have to reframe the questions little more, because maybe you might have kept some industry, some coaches in mind to create that questions. But maybe that can be a elaborate one, or slightly more questions which can include for some other. Maybe my niche, whatever I have mentioned now, is slightly different from what you were thinking.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with it. See, based on, your industry, if you want to give some better inputs, these tools are AI powered. The better inputs you give, the better output you get, right? So you are 100% right, and I agree to that. The more inputs if you give and classify in a better way, the output would be definitely better. But at least the first copy, you can see how good or bad it is.
Yeah, one more question. In the meantime, since you have limited the questions, can I give some additional details which are not related to the question, so that it can frame it before it populates?
So it will again go back to the initial stage if you start giving inputs right away.
Not now. After
later on. Later on, we can
we
give
could have
some more
done.
inputs. Yes, for sure. So it has not, it will not ask you not to give inputs. See, I've just standardized it for 8 questions so that, nobody feels very hard to answer to those questions and things are simplified. That's the purpose. But yes, when you are going to do it for yourself, obviously, if you want to give more inputs, that would be the better thing. Yeah.
Got it. Thank you.
So see, lots of things it is doing. And as I said, even I'm not a coder, so I can understand what it is doing. But if you go and tell me that, what exactly this particular code is doing, that even I'll not be able to tell you. But yes, ultimately, we are concerned about the outputs, and the outputs are gonna definitely gonna be better. So it is saying task scheduling and something, command execution finished, command execution. So a lot of things. It might take its own time. 10 minutes is an ideal time. Last time we did it in less than 10 minutes. I hope this will also be taking that much only time, not more than that. Let's see, because now the tasks are more. It has to create your thank you page, landing page, your webinar presentations, your email sequences, your linking to the Google Sheet, everything it's gonna be there. So since the time is, tasks are more, it might take some time, but not, hours and hours. It will hardly take around 10 minutes only. I think we have already done 3-4 minutes or 5 minutes. So let it do. And the best part, if it will find some errors, it will rectify on its own. That's also a good thing. Or if it is not able to do, it will tell us to do to rectify something if it is not it's in the tool's scope of work. That way also it helps us to do it faster, right? So it has created a walkthrough. What I'm thinking is because of the system getting slow all the time. Okay. See, it has already created. I have successfully set up and verified the B2B tender governance webinar funnel system for Srijit Vasudevan. All files have been configured, generated, and successfully synced to your GitHub repository. Please review the complete details, the file, and the verify. Okay. So if I click on walkthrough again, it will open in the right hand side, and it is what it is saying. File structure established, index.file, thank you file, slides, leads, coach photo, copywriting, artifacts, compiled assets, everything, verification details, and so on and so forth. It has created 13 slides, webinar worksheets, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, done. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll just say proceed. So I've seen what it is doing. I'm just gonna give you a command to continue doing it, right? Proceed. That's it. I don't have to, say anything else. I think some people have mentioned something in the chat. I'm not able to see the chats. Ankit, if you can see that. Okay. So when you are going to create it on your own, it will ask you more than 40 questions and you'll have to train it, like what Srijit you was saying. Definitely, if you are doing it for your own, like when I train it for my own, it has more than 40 questions, which I filled in for myself to train it for my business, right? So similarly, but when, you actually execute it, once you have done it, it becomes very easy, right? So that's it. Let me see what it has done. Okay. So it has completed, right? It has completed and it is showing, it is saying everything is fully set up, verified and pushed to GitHub. There are no remaining tasks left. You can now open this folder in itna, spin up the local proceed itna, and so on and so forth. The servers run on itna. So now let me know if you like to test and calibrate anything else. No, I'm just telling you, give me the live link. Give me the live link. For the same. That's it. I'm asking about a live link, right? Because it has created everything. Now I'm not interested in how many pages it has created. I just want to click one link like what we normally do. And I'm going to check what it has done, right? So that is what we are going to do. And I hope it's been less than 10 minutes. It has already created. I'm just going to show you with a live link. So it will create a live link for the same. And that is what I'm going to do. Let it give me a live link so that I can just click on it and show you what kind of a page it has created, what kind of a thank you page it has created, and the presentation it has created, and so on and so forth. You see in the right hand side, we saw 14 slides it has created, right? Let us see. So let it give me a link. So can you see the simplicity of, doing it? Once it has been trained, it can do everything on its own. That's the beauty. And I'm just asking and giving it simple, you know, what do you say, commands or the prompts, so that it keeps on going in, right? So it is creating a live link for me. So we talk about very casually and very, normally, but, whenever we do something, there are a lot of things which is happening inside. To create a live link, now let us do multiple, changes in the system behind it. It has to link with the local host and then the actual domain and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of things happening behind the scene, but we don't have to think about it. We just have to see what it is giving, and let's see the output. It's taking little more time, I think, maybe because of the internet speed, which I'm also facing, little slow. Okay, let it do. So that is the boring part of the system. You have to give the command and keep waiting for the outputs. But the good part is you don't have to do anything. But yes, since it is doing, you have to wait. Since we all are waiting for the output to see, let's see how it is doing it. It will take another maybe a minute or so. Can you see it is saying updated root index portal and so on and so forth, check final push completion and so on. So that is what I'm saying. Behind the scene, it is doing lots of tasks. We just need to know what final output it is gonna make. That's it. Come on, fast. Let me close this. Yeah, it has created a README file again, and then it will give us something. So, what I have understood and what I have experienced, at times it takes, yeah, here are the things. Can you see the links? Master funnel portal link is this one. Srijit Vasudevan webinar landing page is this one. Slide deck presentation is this one. Can you see? We have created this. Now I'm going to click one by one. Let me see what it is doing. I'll just click this one. Let it open. There is an error showing. No problem. Let me go back. Okay. Let me see it is as well. Okay, let me, give it some command here. See, it has created a link which is showing some error because there is an connection mismatch. It has created a link which is routed to my GitHub account, and it has no access to my GitHub account, so and so forth. So now, since I told you to do this, now it has created another link. And now let me see what it is. See, it did not take much time to rectify it. Now here it is. I told you, if there is an error, it will automatically recorrect. You just need to understand. Now see, this is my master webinar funnel. Here I have created multiple funnels as a trial. I have created for myself, I have created for Coach Ramya, I have created for Dr. Sunita, and now I have created for Mr. Srijit Vasudevan. Can you see the right hand side? Right? Now I'm going to click here. You can see there are a lot of links here. Landing page, thank you page, widescreen slide deck, and download PPT. All the things are here. But now I'm going to click here to see the entire funnel. So I'm launching Mr. Srijit funnel here. I've clicked on it and see what it is saying. Can you see the format? Tender governance is the title. Secure high value tenders, protect your project margins. Mr. Srijit's photo, this is the photo which you have used. So it has taken it right from here. The exact tender governance blueprint used by industrial firms to screen low margin trap bids, qualify contracts before signing and win premium EPC bids without entering toxic price wars. So all this language it has created on its own. Now, inside the live masterclass, I have asked you about the 3 secrets, right, Mr. Srijit? Bid, no bid screening, contract high risk hedging, and value-based pricing. Correct? It has already taken it. Now the shift, blind bidding versus governed winning. So these are the things which has created on its own because of the training which we have already done for it, right? It is saying that toxic bidding hamster wheel before and the governed tender winning after. So after you teach, this is what it is gonna be. Right? Show up live, get the tender governance execution playbook. The bonus, right? We talked about. This is about the founder, the mentor, who is Mr. Srijit. So it has taken something from the structure which I have given. If you can give more inputs, it will customize it even better, right? The photograph, again, it has taken from there. The real transformation, it has also created some testimonial kind of a thing, right? For you to build trust. And the results, if you have done some results, if you can input some results, it will also bring it here. Who this masterclass is for? EPC directors and VPs, industrial manufacturers, infrastructure contractors. Who it is not for? Individuals seeking overnight, contractors bidding, and so on and so forth. And FAQs. Can you see the structure of the landing page? Mr. Srijit, you tell me, has it taken all the good things which you would be creating if you are creating a webinar, right? Yes or no? You can unmute and give me your inputs, Mr. Srijit. Yes, Mr. Srijit. I'm not able to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Now I can hear you. Yes.
Yeah, we have given very minimum input. So with that minimum
Yes.
input, it has created so wide range of areas it has covered,
Yes.
extracting all
Yes.
the nutshell points. So it's great. It's nice.
See, it's not only the content. Now see the look and feel of the page it has designed. Isn't
Yeah.
it looking decent? Because it
Yes.
has, I have trained it for my brand colors. Since your brand colors are not put in here, it has taken something by default. If you want to put your brand colors, it will take accordingly. But it's very
Okay.
neat and decent. Now let's go to the next page. Once somebody sees this, what it does, it takes you to the second page, which is the thank you page. So let me click here, register for the masterclass.
Okay.
Now, when I click on it here, it is asking for my emails. So let me put my emails here. I put my email, the name, email, and the number, right? And I'll click here, register and secure my seat. This is what every landing page does, right? So it has captured the data. Fair? Now,
Yeah.
it will take you to the thank you page. Once it has captured, now it is saying this is the thank you page. Your seat is reserved, Alok Kumar, because I'm the guy who have registered for it. Join the private WhatsApp group. Here, you can put your WhatsApp group link, right? You can add
Yeah.
session to your calendar. And if you want to input a video, a short video, a 3-minute video, so that people are more inclined to understand why this is and you can do it. Fair? So this is the thank you page. Got it? Now, let's see. Since I have already entered my email ID, it will send me an email as well, right? So let me see what email it has sent it to me. I'm opening my email account and I'll show you if it has sent an email or not. If it has not sent, I'll have to check and tell him that there is some error. Please do check because I have not received the email. And if I have received the email, it will be showing in my inbox. So just a second, it is just logged in. Okay. Just opening. I understand the system has got little slow, maybe because of internet or something. But thank God, at least it's working. At times, it takes a lot of time to do this. So it should not take this much of a time for logging into Gmail. But anyway, yeah. See, I have got an email. Can you see just now? Confirmed. Your seat is reserved. Srijit Vasudevan webinar funnel. Mr. Srijit, can you see that?
Yeah.
So it has
Nice.
automatically sent the email. Now
Yeah.
I click on this email to see what it has sent. Let us see that as well. So it is saying your seat is confirmed. Srijit Vasudevan webinar funnel. Hi, look, Srijit here. Your seat is officially confirmed for the live masterclass. Date and time is so and so. Zoom link is here. And before we go live, join the WhatsApp group. So it is also asking to get into the WhatsApp group. Am I right? This is what
Yeah.
a normal thank you page does, right? Now I'm going to show you one more thing. This data, the data which has been captured here, we have as a team, what we have done is we have integrated it to a Google Sheet, right? कहीं तो डेटा जाना चाहिए ना, तो डेटा कहाँ जाएगा? तो डेटा के लिए हमने गूगल शीट इंटीग्रेट किया है, which I'm going to show you in my sheets. It has actually, that sheet has been created in such a way that for every person it will create a subsheet on its own. So there is a master sheet and there are subsheets inside a Google Sheet, right? Everybody knows that. So it will create a subsheet for Mr. Srijit, which I'm going to show you. Let it open. There is a file, different sheet called linked data, and it will have that particular subsheet. I'm so sorry for this delay. Actually, my speed is fast, but my system is not supporting today. I don't know. Yeah, this is the linked data file. So if I open this, you'll be able to see. And remember, we are yet to see the presentation it has created. First, let me show you this, the data which has been captured. Now, if you see, these are all the tests which I have done. So you can see Ramya, webinar, funnel and all. Let it open. On the bottom, when the file is open, yes. Can you see on the bottom, there is a subsheet called Srijit Vasudevan webinar funnel. Can you see this?
Yeah.
So it has already, we
Yeah.
did not create any funnel, any sheet, right? And when I click on this, I have got this. At 11:53, I have got a registration. Can you see the funnel name is Srijit? So the data is getting
Yeah.
captured here. Can you see the entire automation which has been done? So what we
Yeah.
did is we created a webinar landing page. We created a thank you page. Now this thank you page and the data which we have captured is synced to the Google Sheet, right? So we are capturing the data. We have already introduced the WhatsApp group inside the thank you page. And now we are going to see the presentation which he has created. So let me see the presentation which is that it has created. I'll go on this. So I'll click here to see what all presentation it has created. The slides. So it is named as tender governance widescreen presentation, right? So since I'm not a a tender specialist, so now it has, based on the training which we have given, it has created 15 slides, right? And along with the slides, remember, there is a speaker note. There are a lot of people who are not very good at speaking. They don't know what to say. So for those people, in the right hand side, can you see the speaker note? You can check there and you can start reading out. This is the welcome, maybe slide. So it is saying, welcome everyone. Srijit Vasudevan here. Today we are walking through the tender governance blueprint to escape L1 price wars and improve wins and project margins. Let's begin. So this is the first slide, right? Tender governance system, escape margin eraser and win EPC tenders, right? It has created everything. Now go to the next slide. Masterclass agenda, governed bidding, tender selection and qualification, contract risk analysis, value driven price. Sorry. The trap, the bid burnout hamster wheel, chasing every RFQ, margin eraser, operating as a document. Next one, question number 1. Bidding on more RFQs is the only way to grow revenue. True or false? So this is the presentation which has been created on your behalf for the audience to get engaged, right? So you are asking a question and answer is false. Blind bidding, dilute focuses, and so on and so forth. Next, question number 2. Contract risk can only be dealt with during execution. Again, it is asking for a answer, true and false. Answer is false. Question number 3. You must always match L1 prices to secure contract. True or false? Again, the answer is false. So you are breaking some bets, and you are also talking about some pillars, tender selection and qualification scorecard. How you're going to do that, right? Play number 2, bid stage contract hedging. It is talking about some SEC and something, right? Play number 3, value-based pricing skeleton, model cash flow peaks, build risk contingency, stand your ground, and so on and so forth. Real client contractor transformations. Now, with whom you have already worked, this is kind of a testimonial slide, which is saying that you have worked with Rajesh K, who won railway bid at a secure 18% margin, Vikram and Mira. It has taken some default names. If you want, you can put your right things with the real figures. Now, one-on-one tender governance, boardroom advisory. This is again something which you want to do. And this is the last slide where it is saying secure your project's margin, book your booking audit. So in the call to action, you can ask them to get into a WhatsApp group, book a call with you, or join your master class, or do anything. So these are the slides. Now, since I'm not a tender guy, this has entirely been created because of the training which we have given it. Now you tell me how good or bad it is.
Excellent, excellent. It has
That's
nailed it, nailed the right industry, the right target customers, and the right questions. The what it asked. No, it's the first question, especially. It really, that's the best question which any one can ask. Actually, any coach can ask, and the target customers, what they feel and what they have. The major pain point is the first question. So it has nailed it. And
exactly.
even for many or 90% or 99% people will not understand this actually. Only when
Yeah,
they ask this question you come to know. So
sure.
it's very unique to see that it has targeted the right question and asked the same right question which I was also expecting.
Right.
So really
So,
amazing.
so that's the beauty of this particular system which we have done. See, it took hardly 10-15 minutes for the actual working. And because of the internet speed, it took some more time. But otherwise, what inputs we gave, that 8 inputs, that's it. Rest everything was pre-trained and it did everything. That's the beauty. So this is what I'm
Yeah.
gonna teach. Maybe people who have not known me, I'm gonna do a cohort. I'll tell you that cohort is for 30 coaches or 30 professionals who want to do this automation, and this automation will take first the building of the foundation and then scaling. People who have already scaled it, they're definitely gonna use it faster. So that's the beauty of this. And for that, the cohort is starting from 1st of August. 1st of August, it is for 90 days where me and my team will be purposely working along with you guys to make things happen. Few things you have to do it on your own with under and our guidance. And like this, let's say we have created a system. This entire system has taken more than 40 hours for us to implement it. But it's a one-time job. It's a one-time job. We have done it. If you want to do the same, obviously we have to come into the cohort to understand, and then we'll be implementing it for you. Right? So that's it. If you have any questions, do let me know. Mr. Varun, how was it? Mr. Kartika, RS, Mr. Hari, Archana ji. Anybody wants to give me a feedback on this? Okay. We did it for Mr. Srijit. So Srijit ji, let's say, give me a final word of feedback. How was it? And,
It was
yeah,
amazing experience. In fact, actually, I never expected this output to be so what to say, meticulous findings from the global scenario.
yeah,
It
yeah.
is widely accepted by, it will be widely accepted by any EPC organization or my target customer. This is what I would
Good,
say.
good.
Excellent. So no question on this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so
yeah.
much. Okay, thank you so much, Archana ji. Varun ji, if you want to share something, Varun ji, Mr. Kartika, or I don't know, Hari. Anybody wants to say something more? I'm not aware. Yeah, Varun ji, if you want to say something, yes.
This webinar funnel was very structured and easy to follow. The
Mhm.
registration process was straightforward.
Correct,
And emails, reminder emails help keep attendees engaged. I
correct.
believe this was really a great opportunity to create a funnel by using this step by step.
Sure. Thank you so much. And it's not only about the one email. Now the email sequence has been created and it will be sending the emails with regular frequencies, right? Let's say if somebody has registered for your webinar, one immediate email I have got. After 2 hours, it will send another email. Maybe after 1 day, it will send another email and so on and so forth. Right? Yeah. Brief of the beginning. See, Archana ji, what happened is, okay. Okay, let me just come back to you. I was talking about my cohort. This cohort is starting from 1st of August, right? And anybody who is, joining before 20th, I'm going to give them a one-on-one call for them to fix the foundation, right? So that's an added advantage for people because there are only 30 coaches who are going to get into this. We have already booked around 8-9 seats today till now because we started promotion last week. 8-9 seats have been full and we are not looking for more than 30 people. So till 20th, if somebody is going to book, at least book it and pay it in full. So there are two options. One, you pay the token amount, a booking amount and pay before 31st. That is one. And if you want to get a one-on-one call, you can need to pay it before 20th so that I plan and that work is done. One call has been given to you so that the entire set is fixed before we get into the cohort. Okay, fair? Any questions related to the cohort? If you are not aware, any question you have about the cohort? Okay. So yes, Srijit, you're saying something?
Yeah, just wanted to know during the 90, what will be our commitment and what will be our time sharing requirements? How much should I involve into it? Maybe
See,
is it a
whenever,
full day
okay.
programs, weekly
No.
programs?
No. It's not a full day program. See, it's your business. First of all, it's your business. You know how much time a business needs. Number one. Second, when it comes to the time commitment, for us, it will be like a 2-hour commitment entirely week. 1 week, we'll be talking about the theory part of it, right? And we'll ask you to do certain things. The second call in the same week will be happening after 3 days or 4 days. If you are stuck somewhere, we'll help you to do it exactly on the spot so that your task is smooth. So if you ask me the time commitment, I would say 1 to 2 hours per day. That's it. Not more than that. Because we are not just doing everything, manually. We are taking help of AI tools to make it faster. So we are not asking you to devote 8 hours time just doing and setting up. These are the business fundamental setup things. But definitely it needs time. If you are able to give 2 hours per day, it was good to do. Right?
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, Archana ji, your question was about this session or about the cohort? Which session you are talking about?
This session.
This session.
Yeah, this session only. I mean, in the beginning, I could not enroll as there was a network issue.
Okay.
So I missed a lot of information from your end.
Okay.
And I just happened to, like 10 minutes before, I just happened to log in. So whatever I missed, if you can just brief it down, it helps me a lot to understand.
Okay. So what we did was, see, people, the coaches who are doing webinars, coaches or even business professionals are doing webinars to get people, come to their funnel and, get paid clients, right? That's the ultimate objective of everybody business. So what we did was, we created a tool, and through that tool, we created an entire webinar funnel system, which included the landing page, the thank you page, the integrations, the WhatsApp, the email sequences, everything included just by giving one prompt. Yes.
It was very awesome, sir. I did see everything, every slide you shared.
Yeah.
Simply beautiful, very simple, yet accurate with the information.
Yeah, that's it. So
Awesome,
we are
sir.
saving, actually, if you go and ask anybody who is doing a webinar, it almost takes 15-20 days to plan for an entire webinar because agency
Correct.
will take minimum 15 days to create a landing page. Then they'll be, creating presentations. They'll be doing the integrations and everything. And it will cost more than 50,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees, right? To do that, if you learn this system, you can easily implement it in 10 minutes time. But one time setup is required. After that, you can just keep revising it and keep doing on your own. That is the beauty of this entire system.
Okay. Where do we get this system, Guruji?
System you'll have to create on, see, the tool which I'm using, it's available on Google Gemini, right?
Okay, Google Gemini. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a Google tool which we are using. And WhisperFlow, which I was willing to do, but I could not show because of some technical errors. But anyway, again, that is a free tool. You can go and sign up and you can start using those voice commands. So these are the two tools which we have used. The good part is we have not paid any money to buy credits from ChatGPT or Claude. That's the best part, because this anti-gravity has multiple modes. Gemini 3.5 is there, Claude is there, Claude 4.6, Sonnet is also there. So you can choose based on the quality of the work which you want or the speed of the work you want. You can choose any model which it is going to do, and you can do everything. That's the beauty.
And do we have any prompt for that, Guruji?
No.
No prompt
This
for
is
that?
This is not a prompt. Actually, what I can say is there are multiple agents created behind the scene. These agents are working for you. Some agent is creating a landing page, some agent is creating a thank you page, some agent is creating a webinar slide, and there are multiple agents working simultaneously, because the brain which I'm using is the anti-gravity brain. I have just utilized the anti-gravity brain to create multiple agents to do my multiple tasks.
Okay. Where do I find this, Guruji? Do I have to get into the link or anything like that?
No, you have to download. This anti-gravity is a software you have to download on your system, right?
Okay.
On Windows or on Mac, you can download it. And then you have to create multiple agents on that. Again, it is a process and you need to train that. So it's not a one-click thing. It's not a one-click thing. It takes some time to build. But once it is built, the things are simpler, like what we did.
Okay.
Right?
Did I miss that in this class? Did I miss those things?
No. Nothing.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's
Okay,
it from
Guruji.
me. That's it from me. If you have any questions or anything about my cohort or this particular session, if you have any questions, do let me know. I'll ask my Ankit to share the details if you are interested in my cohort. If anybody's interested, do let me know. We'll share the details, what all we are going to include in that, because that is an entirely separate cohort which we are creating. Right? Yes, Srijitji, Varunji, Mr. RS, Mr. Hari, anything else? No? How was it? All good? I hope I have, given worth the time which you have invested with me, right?
Yes, definitely, yes. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Alok. Thank you very
so
much.
much. Thank you,
Question.
Thank you, Varunji. Thank you, Srijitji. Thank you, Achanaji. Thank you, Mr. RS. Thank you, Hariji. Thank you, Ankit. Thank you so much for your valuable time. I hope this made sense to you and you'll be making it in future, your better decisions to make it faster. It's about saving time and utilizing the time to generate more and more revenue, right? Why to get stuck in, just tools and technologies? Yeah, that's the purpose. Thank you so much once again. Looking forward to, if you have any queries or any doubts or any thing you want to do it, definitely we are going to work with you, right? Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy weekend.